Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a War of the Movies anime special. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another War of the Movies YouTube video. Today I have a special one for you. In honor of March Madness, we will be doing our own bracket of 64 teams, and the teams will be Naruto characters. This and Avatar: The Last Airbender are probably my two favorite animated television shows of all time. Who is the best Naruto character? Okay, this is not who is the most powerful, because that would be easy. There's already lists out there for that. I'm going to give my opinion on who I think the best character in Naruto is. Let's jump straight into the madness. First round, we have Hinata versus Choji. If it was a battle, I don't even know who I would pick, honestly. If it was a battle, I'd probably pick Choji, and Choji would probably dominate the fight due to his size. However, this is not that. This is who is my favorite character, and I think Hinata clears this. Hinata is my favorite female character in the whole show. I think it's a lot of people's favorite female character in the show. So Hinata moves past Choji into the second round. Our second matchup here, we got Kaguya versus Shisui. Percentage of show that these two characters are in are very low. Shisui's barely in it. But is still a fan favorite. And of course, Kaguya only in it for the later portions of Shippuden. This is actually a really tough one, but as a character, right, Kaguya is not only more important to the show, but I think Kaguya is also a more interesting character as well. There's a lot behind her reasoning, what she feels like she's meant to do, and I feel like her character could make a deep run in this bracket. Do not hate me, but I can't think of either of these two names. My memory is absolutely fucked up. I know who these two characters are, don't know the names, but I will pick her, and I think you guys know why. Oh my god. Yeah. This one's an easy one, and if it is an easy one, you're not a Naruto fan. Pain moves on. Inu versus Zetsu. I mean, Inu's such a just boring fucking character. I mean, I have to go Zetsu. Okay, so we have Killer Bee. I forgot her name, but I mean, dude. I think Killer Bee has an argument to win it all. Character-wise, his backstory's deep. He's a fun character, powerful character. What is there not to love about Killer Bee? Killer Bee moves on. Easy first round decisions here. No really big upsets. Toby moves on. Or is it Toby or is it not Toby? Is it Toby or is it not Toby? This one's very easy as well. I mean, no one gives a shit about this bitch. No one gives a shit about this bitch on the left. Okay, we can all agree on that. This one, however, this character in the show is Naruto's mother. And makes me cry. A lot, actually. So yeah, she moves on. Need I say anything? I don't think so. Naruto moves on. Might Guy versus Tenten. I mean, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Datara versus, oh, what's his name? Dude, I forget that he's not. I find Datara to be a relatively stupid character. But the dude on the right, I forget his name, which honestly is bad for him. So I might have to go Datara. I think Datara has a cool premise. I think Datara is powerful. Yeah, I'll take Datara here, even though I think it was a close one, believe it or not. Because he has a lot of, if he was in the show more, I feel like he could have been an interesting character, but Datara moves on. Wow. This is actually a close, okay, if they were to fight, it would be so fast moving, it would be insane. These are the two fastest, right? That's what the show says. These are the two fastest. Well, Naruto now, of course. But in a fight, I think the Raikage will win. But as a character, I mean, there's just no shot I'm not picking Minato here. No shot I'm not picking Minato. No shot. Gaara versus Yamato. I feel like Yamato's just there. If you know what I mean. If you watch a show and you feel like Yamato's just there, he is just there. Like, he doesn't really do anything other than have this special power that Hashirama once had, kinda. Gaara has just so many character arcs, so we're gonna go Gaara. Lord Johnny, or whatever his name is, and Shikamaru. I mean, they literally fight. In a fight, Shikamaru would win, and he did win. Shikamaru is one of my favorite characters ever in anime history. And I've only watched a couple anime shows, but we're getting up there. But Shikamaru moves on. Shikamaru clears. I forget her name, but I mean it's Hashirama. So who would you pick? Be honest. Even if you did know her name, say you're the biggest Naruto fan ever, and you know her name, you still wouldn't pick Hashirama? Get out of here. Hashirama moves on. This dude's tough. I forget his name. He's the bone guy. He's in the show for one fight, and we got to see Rock Lee Drunken Fist. It's pretty fucking dope. But I mean, it's Sasuke. Sasuke moves on. As much as I love Hinata, I don't think Hinata is as important to the story. Even though she is Naruto's wife or whatever in Boruto, and that and that was the love interest. That's not what the show's about. There is bits and pieces about about love in this show, but that's not Hinata and Naruto is not what this show is about. Kaguya is literally what the show is all about. It's leading up to Kaguya, so we gotta move Kaguya on. I mean, this is just simple. Pain might take it all. Pain is the most complex villain that I've ever seen. Most complex villain I've ever seen. Such a big backstory. He takes so many lives, and yet we still kind of like feel bad for him. And man, Pain is the Pain arc might be one of the best arcs in Naruto. And that's pre-war arc. So Pain arc is just so good. That's how good the Pain arc is. It rivals the longest arc and the biggest arc and the finale of the whole show. That's how good the Pain arc is. This one is easy for me. Killer Bee is just so deep. Deep character, fun-loving character, although it is a little racist having the only black guy in the show rap. But, Toby versus... I'm having a tough time here on this one. Toby versus Naruto's mother. I'm having a tough time because am I picking Toby or am I picking somebody else? I'm going to assume we're talking about just Toby here. If it's just Toby, then we're going to go Naruto's mother. Because if it was somebody else, I'd pick him, obviously. Ooh. I am still going to have to go Naruto here. However, it's a tough one. It's a tougher one than you think because Mike Guy is the most misunderstood guy. All he wants to do is just protect, beat Kakashi, train Rock Lee. Very simple character, but still just a lovable character in that. And he's the only person that got a punch in on Ten Tails Madara or something like that. Or anyway, we're gonna go Naruto though. Naruto, I mean, of course. I mean, what is literally the main character? They spend the most time on Naruto. It'd be hard for Naruto not to win this bracket, but it is March Madness, and there are upsets all the time. Deidara versus Madara. This is a very easy pick, and the next round I'm seeing it already, Naruto versus Minato. Now, if I can't pick one, which I haven't had trouble picking one yet, but there could be one down the line that I do have trouble with, I would pick the person that will win in a fight. That could be like a tiebreaker. Gaara versus Shikamaru. This is tough. This is very tough. I expected Gaara to go late. I expected Gaara to go late rounds. However, Shikamaru again is one of my favorite. There's just something about Shikamaru. He's just so smart. He's one of the smartest characters in the whole show. Him and another person that I'm thinking of right now. You gotta go Shikamaru. Have to. What is... Wow. These second round matchups are fucking insane. The past two ones have been at least. Oh, this is tough. I have to go Sasuke. I mean, I just have to. When you think about the broad spectrum of Sasuke's character and how many different arcs his character went through, how many different character development his character went through. Misunderstood as a kid. The only Uchiha left, it seemed. And then, of course, the finale of the whole show. We gotta go Sasuke. We have to go Sasuke here. Wow. This is getting tough. This might go into tiebreaker, and we know who would win that one. Kaguya would wax the floor with him. However, I think... listen, Again, Pain is one of the more complex characters in anime history. It seemed like there was no hope at times with him. The death of Jiraiya, the pretty much wiping out of the whole city. And if Nagato didn't do the regeneration jutsu or whatever, where he brought everybody back to life, he would have killed Kakashi. He would have killed so many people. He was so powerful and so dominant. And just no one could really stop him except for, of course, Kurama. And at the end there, Naruto. Pain moves on. Just Pain is a legendary character, god tier character. I'm gonna go Killer B here. I love Naruto's mother. Her parts in the show have me tearing up for some reason more than others. Her and Minato for sure. Get the tear jerkers going, and but Killer B is just a prominent figure. You know what, man? You know what? I might just have to go Naruto's mother. Man, this is a 50-50, and who would win the fight would be unfair. This is a toss-up. And... no, it's not. I have to go Naruto's mother here. Man, I think I'm mixing up her character with the emotions I feel towards Naruto. I feel like I'm mixing up Naruto's character with hers. I'm gonna go Killer B here. I didn't cry with Killer B, but I don't think the reason I cried was because of her. I think it was because of Naruto. So we're going to go Killer B here. Also, if it was a 50-50, you know who would win the fight. I really don't want to have to pick, but of course I'm going to have to pick Naruto. I'm going to have to. Again, just a better character. Again, this is a character. This isn't who would win in a fight. This is the best character in Naruto. And the character of Naruto just runs so deep, it would be very hard for him to lose this bracket. Man, Minato is so OP and so good and so saucy with the drip. We gotta go Naruto, though. Oh my god. I don't know. That's the big thing here. I just don't know. I just don't know. And this left side, it brought heaters. I don't know if there's another one, if there's as many heaters as on the other side. Wow. Shikamaru or Sasuke. Shikamaru or Sasuke. The death of Shikamaru's father, because Shikamaru's character is deeper than you think. Shikamaru's character with his father, and how right as his relationship was getting good with his father passes. And of course the tragic nature of Sasuke's, upcoming. Man, this is tough. Shikamaru is so smart, and so is Sasuke, really. If we're being honest, these are like 2 of the 5 smartest individuals. But man, Shikamaru just can find any way to beat his opponent, no matter what. Doesn't ever use any brute kind of force or brawn to ever win any of his battles. It's always his smarts, and I have to go Shikamaru. He's one of my favorite characters in the whole show. I fuck with him more than Sasuke. I just do. I mean, Sasuke, listen, he's a top 5, if not top 10 character in the show for me. He's probably top 5, to be honest with you, if not top 6 or 7. But Shikamaru is like top 3 for me in the whole show. Shikamaru is so dope. He has a huge character arc in the show too, which I was not expecting. When you first meet Shikamaru, you're not expecting him to have a huge character arc, but he does. Shikamaru moves on, just barely though. I think on the left side we're in our final 4. Pain is gonna wax the floor with Killer B. I mean, Pain would arguably beat Killer B in a fight. It would be close. Has a deeper, more rooted, more emotional, more meaningful backstory than Killer B. And dude, just there's something about villains. And Pain just plays the perfect villain. The Rinnegan, he's the introduction to the Rinnegan for us in the show. Man, Pain moves on. We're talking about some of my favorite characters here, and this is so tough. This is so tough. It's March Madness, and in March Madness spirit, there's a lot of upsets that happen. I think I'm going to go Shikamaru here. Listen, that's how much I love Shikamaru's character. That's how much I love his character. He's just a freaking genius, dude. And the way he wins fights, it's so unique, and yet it doesn't seem like it's forced upon in the show. We just know how smart he is. His love for Choji and Hinata. His relationship with his father kind of reminds me of my own a little bit. Yeah, Shikamaru, dude. I gotta move Shikamaru on. I was not expecting him to beat both Naruto and Sasuke. Oh, Jesus. This could be the final two here. It really could be. This could be the championship round. I mean, it is the final four. Technically, this is the championship round for the left side. The winner of this goes into the championship round here. Man, this is tough. This is really tough. It's a tie, and really, I don't know who would win in a fight, to be honest with you. Okay, I know who would win in a fight. Pain would win in a fight, but it wouldn't be that too far off. Shikamaru, no, you're right. No. Yeah, Pain would wax the floor of Shikamaru. Because think about it. I was thinking about it. I was like, oh, Shikamaru can think of any way to beat you. Shikamaru was there when Pain by himself destroyed the whole Hidden Leaf. And the only person that could beat him was Naruto. So, this is a tie for me character-wise. So, we're going to have to pick the winner in a fight. And Pain would wax the floor of Shikamaru. Pain is so powerful. Pain moves on to our championship round. Now, on to the right side. Some characters we haven't seen yet. Princess Tsunade moves on here. If it was just Naruto pre-Shippuden, it would have a shot, but Princess Tsunade gets so much backstory, and being the granddaughter of Hashirama is a really cool way. This one's very easy. Kurama. I mean, just Kurama. Yeah, Kurama. Ninetales gets one of the biggest character arcs in the whole show. I forget both their names. This one happens so early on. He's a swordsman. The Mist. We're gonna go him. He's cool. He's just a cool cat. He's a cool cat. You know what I mean? Is that Kabuto? Yeah, that's Kabuto, right? See, my mind when seeing Kabuto is the white snakeskin Kabuto, which I don't see him. So we're gonna go Kabuto here. Actually, I fuck with Kabuto a lot. I don't like him, but I fuck with him. You know what I mean? He's cool as fuck, and he's kind of like Orochimaru in the way that he'll figure out any way to try and be the most powerful. And I fuck with that a lot. Speaking of Orochimaru, we have to go Orochimaru here. I mean, this guy was he's only early in the show to build up Sasuke. And Orochimaru is just, man, you can't kill Orochimaru, man. You can't do it. At a certain point, you start to respect Orochimaru in the show. You have to. Rain versus, I don't even know who this is. Who is that? I gotta go Rain. Have to. Yeah, okay. We're going to go him. Because he was pretty... I didn't really like her. She was kind of annoying. All she wanted to do was suck Sasuke's dick. Okay. This is the easiest pick of them all. Yeah, Itachi. Itachi might just win this right side. I'm just going to be honest with you. Oh, I forgot about Kakashi. How do I forget about Kakashi? Kakashi versus the third Hokage. So we have the third Hokage and the seventh Hokage? Or sixth Hokage. Kakashi moves on. I mean, just Kakashi's one of the best characters in the whole show. Neji, his death was very sad. Same with Jiraiya. Wow, they just throwed out the three crazy deaths. Not crazy deaths, but Jiraiya's was really bad. Jiraiya's was, I'm trying to remember if I'm forgetting any deaths in the show. Jiraiya's was probably the most emotional death in the show. And he could go pretty far in this bracket as well. So we're gonna pick Jiraiya. I'm gonna be quite frank with you. Don't know who this is. Why don't I know who that is? Has the Bakugan eye, or whatever that eye is called. But we're gonna go with Shark Boy. Kizame. Okay. Remember when I said there was all the heaters on the left side? No, there's some heaters on this right side. It'll get down to it. Madara moves on easily. Ooh. This is Obito. And if you know anything about Obito, you know why I'm picking him. Obito moves on. Sai versus Rock Lee. I mean, are you a fucking animal? Rock Lee moves on. What kind of first round matchup is this? This is like a 16 seed versus a 15 seed. What? Like, no one likes Sakura with your bitch ass. I was in such a good mood till I saw you. And then this bug guy. Like, why would I pick the bug guy? Why would I pick him? I guess I'm gonna have to pick Sakura here. But the reason they did so good with Sakura's character because everyone, okay, let me stop speaking for everyone. A lot of people hate her, but that's a good thing for a character. It evokes emotion. When she, and listen, I didn't hate her until the Summit arc, right before the War arc, right before Toby declares war on the whole Shinobi Alliance. Right before that is the summit. And she goes up to Naruto and false proclaims her love for him. Fuck her after that. You're just playing with this dude's feelings in the most crucial time for Naruto. Fuck you. Absolutely fuck you. But that being said, I will pick Sakura and move on. You're not going to go far. I mean, you might go far because now thinking about it, characters we hate, I mean, you have to hate characters we feel neutral about are not good characters. Characters we have strong emotions towards are great characters. So, people who we really love, people who we really hate are really good characters because there's a reason we hate them. There's a reason we love them. So, Kurama has a huge character arc and such an interesting character. So we gotta go Kurama. We gotta go Kabuto. The swordsman's in here too little for a long run here. I don't think Rain's character is interesting. I think not Kabuto. I think Obito and Kakashi are the more interesting ones for obvious reasons, and their love towards Rain. So we're gonna have to go to Orochimaru here. He's an interesting fellow. We hate Orochimaru, but we respect Orochimaru. We respect him. Oh, I mean, I don't even have to look twice. It's Itachi tenfold. Kakashi versus Neji, I mean, it's just Kakashi at this point. Like, come on. Kizame versus Jiraiya. We gotta go Jiraiya. I think Kizame is just one of those characters that's just put in there to seem overpowerful. We got Jiraiya. Obito's had a tough run. He went against Tobirama, now he's going up against Madara. But I think Obito's a more interesting... Oh, man, this is tough. I think both of these could have been, like, Final Four if they had the right matchups. I think both of these characters could be Final Four on the right side here. Obito or Madara. This is tough, you know? This is way tougher than I thought it would be. It's even. And you know what that means? Who would win in a fight? All right, now, are we talking Ten Tails Obito? Because if we're talking Ten Tails Obito, could be a good fight. But Madara at his strongest also has Ten Tails in him. So, we're going to go Madara here. Madara would beat Obito. Rock Lee versus Sakura. I mean, everybody loves Rock Lee. I love Rock Lee. And I'm going to pick Rock Lee, okay? But this is closer than you think. Because Sakura is very important to the show. Whether you like it or not. Invokes a lot of emotion, a lot of hatred out of us. Or a lot of love out of us, whatever the case may be. Rock Lee doesn't really do any of that. He's not very important to the show, if we're being honest here. I know there's a lot of Rock Lee fans out there, but he's not that important to the show. Now, he is a very more likable character. He's a likable character, don't get me wrong. And he's a badass one as well. The Drunken Fist, and when Rock Lee versus Gaara is one of the best fights in the whole damn show. I mean, yeah, we have to go Rock Lee here. But I'm telling you, it's closer than you think. A lot of hatred versus Sakura and a lot of love. This is probably one of the more hated characters in the whole show, Sakura, and one of the more loved characters in the show, Rock Lee. But Rock Lee goes through. Rock Lee goes through. We gotta go Kurama here. I mean, Kurama is the essence of character development. He's the most evil thing. Purely evil, hatred thing. But then as the story unfolds, it shows how deep the character is and how he's not rooted in evil. He's actually rooted in good. It's just his past has made him hate humans. Kurama. And Naruto shows him the way. Kurama moves on. Orochimaru versus Itachi. I mean, I think Itachi's getting out of this right side. I'm just going to be honest with you. Me seeing Orochimaru and being like, yeah, Rain, you know, Orochimaru, maybe Kabuto. Orochimaru might be better than Kurama as a character. But then seeing Itachi's face next to Orochimaru, it's just like, come on. Itachi moves on. One of the more complex when I said Shikamaru was the smartest, or could be the smartest, he's definitely top 2. Itachi is number 1. He's the smartest person in the whole show. Kakashi versus Jiraiya. This is tough. I think I'm going to have to go Kakashi here. I think Kakashi is one of my favorite characters in the whole show. He was my screensaver on my phone for a while. That shows you how much I was obsessed with the show at one point, and Kakashi was just at the time when the story of Obito and Kakashi are being told. Jiraiya is just more of a just good trainer, and it made a connection with Naruto, and that's why we like Jiraiya. Kakashi was also a good trainer, but he created a decent relationship with Naruto, not as big as Jiraiya's, but has this crazy backstory, and he's always just trying to do the right thing, the shinobi way, and finding his shinobi way. We gotta go Kakashi here. Moving on. Madara. Yeah. This was way easier. I think Obito could make a final push. Like I said, Obito and Madara have been the final four. Madara easily bodies Rock Lee. Ooh, this is tough. This is tougher than you think, but I probably will go Itachi. And even if they were even, I feel like Itachi would beat Kurama in a fight, believe it or not. So, Itachi moves on. I don't know about this one, Chief. I do not know about this one. As a character, who is better? Who's a better character? Who's a more interesting character? I low-key think Madara is. And if it's a tie, if it's really tough, I know who would win the fight. And it's Madara. So I am leaning towards Madara. Other than the Rain and Obito thing, there's nothing really complex about Kakashi. Really not. He's a simple guy, really. He's kind of like Might Guy in that sense. But Madara, there is a lot of hatred there. And it's because a lot of time with Hashirama and how they were friends and how they built yeah, we gotta go Madara. Madara versus Itachi in the championship round on the right side. This is tough. This is tough. Also, because I can make an argument that Itachi would beat Madara in a fight. His genjutsu and his smarts and his wit, his confidence, but Madara is Madara. But again, this isn't who would win in a fight. This is the better character. And just the fact that Itachi just knows. Like, he outsmarted the reanimation jutsu by putting a crow before he died into Naruto. He made sacrifices when Madara didn't really make any. Really. Like, Madara made the sacrifice of, he made the opposite sacrifice. He stayed alive. He's a selfish guy, really, in of itself. And a lot of things in his past push him to do that. Itachi, on the other hand, is kind of like the definition of selfless. He does everything for Sasuke. He does everything for the greater good of the Hidden Leaf Village. Everything, even killing his own father and mother and whole village and whole brother and sister, and left his brother alive. Like, man, Itachi might just win this whole damn thing, and it's gonna be Pain versus Itachi. Okay. Apparently, these are my two favorite characters in the whole show. Two of the best characters in the show, easily. It's just it's an interesting one. I'll tell you that it is, and I don't know who would win in the fight. I have a feeling it would be Itachi. But man, I think I'm gonna have to go off gut instinct. And my gut instinct, because of how smart he is, and because of how crazy and tragic his backstory is, and still through that, he still finds a way to make positive and good through it all, and still was worried about Sasuke turning dark. And his whole reason Sasuke turned dark, but then at the end, he was the whole reason that, Naruto was even able to convert Sasuke back to the good side. Like, Pain is so complex. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to have to give it to Itachi. I am. The winner of the Naruto bracket is going to be, as you can see there, Itachi wins it all. Wow. I don't know what I was expecting. I guess Itachi's my favorite character in the whole show. He's definitely the most complex, most badass, best backstory. He's the most well-rounded character in Naruto. The big Cinderella story, since March Madness is all about these Cinderella stories, is Shikamaru. Shikamaru made it to the final fucking four. Look at the final four there. Who would have thought Shikamaru would be standing with Pain, Itachi, and Madara? Which, by the way, are all villains. I guess I find the villains very interesting and very cool, and I like the villains in the show, I guess, because all three of them were villains at one point. Madara, Itachi, and Pain. All of which turned good, except for, of course, Madara. But that being said, Itachi is the winner. And that's a definition of a good show. Is when the antagonist is almost as or even more interesting than your protagonist. That's when you know you've done something great. And when Itachi and Madara and Pain and Obito were all these interesting-ass characters, it makes the show that tenfold better. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Let me know who your favorite Naruto character is. We're probably gonna do more of this once I finish catch up with One Piece. Or I just recently watched the new Demon Slayer movie. Scream is coming out tomorrow. From the time I'm recording, Scream is coming out tomorrow. I'm going to go watch that as soon as possible, give you guys a review on Scream. If you guys want more content like this, reviews, rankings, talking movies, that's movies and TV shows, that's what I'm all about. Give a like and subscribe down below. I appreciate you guys for tuning in once more for this Naruto Ultimate Bracket Challenge. I appreciate you. Until next time, I'm out.